up into that loop and now calls them into short diamonds. You'll see the aircraft now collapse to around 6 feet away from each other as they reach a height of 6,000 feet and form a short diamond formation. Leading the formation is Red 1. He's squadron leader Jim Turner. It's his third and final year as the team's leader. He's a former Jaguar pilot, but he's very experienced in the display world, having displayed the Jaguar, spent 3 years previously with the Red Arrows, including leading the Synchro pair. More recently, he was the official advisor to the Royal Saudi Air Force's display team. Reds 2 and 3 now acknowledge that move to Eagle. They do so with very set cadence in their voices, which means that on the count of 4 in their heads, the pilots extend their air brakes, and on 6 they retract their air brakes, and that enables the 3 aircraft on each wing to drop back in unison to form Eagle. And in from the right, they're going to fly the Eagle Roll. Now, as the jets go upside down, boys and girls, this is where they'll see you waving. When the Red Arrows formed back in 1964 for their first season in 1965, the aircraft they used was... They're about to form a very wide shape now. Reds 8 and 9 will move to the outside of the formation. And from Red 9's left wingtip through to Red 8's right wingtip, the formation now measures 100 meters or 300 feet. Now, to enable the formation to stay as one as they maneuver around the sky, the outside pilots really have to anticipate their control inputs. And to enable them to do that, they use the cadence in Red 1's voice commands. But now, they form that wide formation. We're going to have some very patriotic red, white and blue, and hopefully a huge round of applause as they show you Phoenix. Listen to that cadence in Red 1's voice. On the leader's right wing is Red 2. He's one of our first year pilots this year. He's Red 2 Flight Lieutenant Stu Campbell. He's a former Tucano instructor, having taught basic fast jet training and also displayed the Diamond Roll. Another big wave, boys and girls! Now, we fly the majority of our formations with the odd-numbered pilots on the left-hand side. The even-numbered pilots fly on the right-hand side. In their 3-year tour with the team, the pilots will generally start at the front near the leader, and as their proficiency improves, they move further back. On the leader's left wing now is the other of our first-year pilots for this year. He's Red 3, Flight Lieutenant. They pull up at 4G and 400 miles an hour.
Amazing.
Now the jets start moving forward again to form another shape, this time of feathered arrow. And as they reach the top of this loop, they're at about 5,500 to 6,000 feet. The jets have slowed down to about 150 miles an hour. The G's backed off to around 1 G. As they apex the loop and start coming down the other side, the speed's building up to 400 miles an hour. The G's building up to 4G. They're in that feathered arrow shape. That's a mouthful to say on the radio. So we call this spread. That's the end of the first half of the Red Arrows display, ladies and gentlemen.